All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So all we should have done so far was email me, and if you didn't, Destiny, I think you're fine with yours. All you had to do is say hello, hi, met, requirements, email, whatever you wanted to say. All that shows is that you can get hold of me. Tonight is the last night that you'll get credit for it. The other thing I'm going to do as soon as I figure out, and I'm going to share my screen. Make sure, come on. All right, this is our PowerPoint. And let's see if I could do it in slideshow. I'm going to go through this quickly because Zoom only gives me 45 minutes. I'm not supposed to give you my PowerPoints. That's why we need to do this. We're going to look at digital technologies, computers, how we use computers, the difference between computer and computer system, hardware and software, and categories. Information technology. You know what I have just learned, and I'm off track already, but this type of stuff has led us to, it's called the gig economy. My daughter runs a business, and she pays like $20 an hour to clean houses, which is like, wow, that's a lot for that. And she goes, Mom, I can't get anybody to work for me because they're out there, you know, doing Uber and Uber Eats and all these things, and they're making more money than I can give them. So it's creating an issue. Just something different about this digital world we're in. Electronic symbols, special purpose embedded computers. We have embedded computers in all of the kids' toys anymore. Anybody else? Like cars, watches, clothes, all kinds of stuff now. And general purpose computers, which is what we need for the class. A computer is an electronic device that has, what is it? Oh gosh, I forgot it. Has storage, whether it's internal or external, accepts some sort of data, takes that data and applies instructions to manipulate it into a meaningful form to produce the results from the data manipulation, and stores results for future use. If we can't store it, it's a limited or RISC computer, RISC, reduced instruction set computer. Wow, I was just thinking about this too, because people are living into their hundreds and what life must have been 100 years ago. Before the 1980s, and I'm a child of the 80s, that's when I started my professional life. You didn't see computers like you do today. Even small children. My grandson has an Apple, what do they call? Not an iPod, whatever those Apple. I'm not an Apple user, but he's got one of those. And he loves my phone over anything else. It was mostly big companies using mainframes that were the direction of the decade. Then came along the PCs, and believe it or not, it was an IBM PC. That's why they always say IBM compatible. That brought the computer to us. But even in the 80s, computers were really expensive. They ran up towards $10,000. So for the little box you have in front of you. Today we have tablets, smartphones, internet-enabled appliances like your washing machine, your dryer, your front doorbell, internet-enabled cars. Computer advantages over technologies include it's faster, it has way more accuracy. The less we get people involved in the data entry, the more accurate it will be. And then they give us the old adage, garbage in, garbage out. And what that talked about was when you had bad data coming in, you trust the results that you got. Versatility. You know, my daughter bought my grandson I should know these things, Nintendo Switch. Why? Because it doesn't do Roblox, or it doesn't do Scary Granny or any of those other ones. So he'd rather have the versatility of a internet-enabled phone than one of the Nintendo pieces. Storage capacities is something that we have to do to allow things to automatically be brought in and not keyed in. And communications capabilities. Any more choose that couldn't. And we're talking about communications. The network star. Do I have any questions so far? The network star configuration. This is showing the modified star. What they're showing here and what a star is you have a central device that coordinates all the other devices. Desktop computer wanted to talk to the printer. It would first need to go through, in this case, the router to the, but the switch is our network where it gets tied up. A LAN is a small network. Typically, you have a LAN at home. In a star configuration, we have a central device. The internet and the super network. Well, do you know that there's more than just the internet? But the internet is made up of that local area network you have in your home times hundreds of millions of people giving access to their site. You need hardware, you need software, you need some sort of capability to connect, whether it's telephone, cable, or fiber optics, wireless or satellite. You have to have a network service provider. Without a service provider, you can't get to the internet. World Wide Web, you know, the World Wide Web is only one part of the internet, and that's where we do most of the work. But if you look at the Blackboard site, it doesn't start with www. We're able to access network stuff through the World Wide Web. We talked about the idea that data is raw, unorganized facts that are manipulated to produce information. These are meaningless by itself, but data includes text, graphic, audio, and video. Data only becomes information once we've manipulated. For example, I say 3 and 20. You're saying, okay, I got two numbers, but what does it mean? I worked 3 hours at $20 an hour, so my information is going to be the $60 that I earned. The information processing cycle, that's what I was looking for. Input, that is called a click of, or a cycle of the machine cycle. It goes through input, process, output, storage, input, process, output, storage. That was 2 cycles. The faster the machine cycle, the happier you're going to be with your machine. And we can see that input is getting the raw, unorganized data. Processing it is manipulating it. Output is where we show on the monitor the results. Storage lets it be saved later. This is computer systems. When we're talking about a computer, we're talking about the things that make up the computer, like the motherboard, like the case, like the keyboard, like the monitor, like the mouse.
I'm gonna work for $8.
What was that? Oh, okay. But when we're talking about a computer system, people, it's the process, it's the software, it's everything. We have single user systems and multi-user systems. Like their name suggests, single user systems, only one person at a time can do it. Multi-user systems, many can use the same computer. Hardware includes those things that are physical. The system input, the unit is the box that it comes in. Your cell phone has a quote box that it comes in. That is the system unit. Houses the electronic components. Devices form hardware, have to be taught how to be used. That's why sometimes you'll have to install a new piece of output device. Output devices like your, excuse me, your printer, your screen. Storage devices are your external hard drives, your internal hard drives, your flash, your DVDs, your USBs, for communications, which is our modems. Software, that consists of instructions that tell the computer what to do. And we have two types. We have operating system software that tells the computer how to work with the hardware. We also have application software, such as the Microsoft to perform specific like Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint. Different categories of computers, your smart devices, voice-controlled smart speakers, wearables. I'm not going to go through that. You can look at it because I really want time to do some of the other stuff. Talk about the embedded computers and the Internet of Things and how everything is being put online. That's good, that's bad. My father's pacemaker has a wireless feature. It should have told us that he was about to have a heart attack, but it didn't. So again, this is the Internet of Things. Everything's starting to connect to the Internet. Smart devices include our locks. How many have the locks on the front door? I love it. Or the security camera on the front door if somebody rings the bell. Lighting and smart outlets on switches, garage door openers, things like that. I have Alexa, and it's so cool because in my room, I say Alexa good night, and all the devices turn off in the house. And that's what they talked about, the voice-controlled smart speakers. Some people have a problem with using them. I don't ever do anything that's wrong, so I don't have a problem. And wearable devices, the stuff that's going to be around eyeglasses, our watches, your fitness trackers, things like that. Don't smartphones just keep getting smarter and smarter? Tablet is a little bit larger than a smartphone, still not a full computer. These are considered, they're great for surfing the net, doing Facebook, downloading and reviewing PowerPoints, but no heavy purposeful work can be done on them. A phablet is between a tablet and a computer. They have the larger screen, they're thicker than machines, and you see them at the doctor's office, in my doctor's office. Personal computers are those things that you work on in your own. They must have an input, a processor, an output, a storage in order to be a computer. Desktop computers, portable computers. What's awesome about portable computers is you can pack it up and take it with you, whereas desktop computers are more reliable and more secure and less prone to failure. And workstations, that's where the work is being done on that machine, but other functions are done on another machine. Servers are used in mid-sized to large companies. Train companies are used in large to extra large companies. Actually, if you remember, oh shoot, what was the computer? Watson. The computer's name from IBM on Jeopardy is nothing more than a bunch of mainframes connected together to create Watson. If you want to Google, not Google, YouTube it, it's on there. Government agencies, banks, universities, insurance computers are way more powerful, way more expensive, used by very big companies or very big governments. All right, so did everybody kind of get that? I'm recording this, so as I stop the recording, it should save it so you'll be able to get back to it. Everybody okay so far? Everybody okay?
Yes.
Right, so
No.
all right, so what, all right, I gotta stop the share there. Hopefully I could do another share, because what I want to do is, I think I goofed it. I did. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we still got you.
All right, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get this, what I need to get to. Well, and are all of you by a machine?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm at work on my phone.
All right, so it's not that one. Oh, okay, here I go. We'll all get better at this. Select a window or application.
So how often are we going to be doing Zoom calls?
I just wanted to get you started is what I needed to do. Because some people find it confusing. So let me pull up what we need to do. And I'm under module 1 assignment, so let me see if I can share that screen. There you do that. Oh, okay, I think I just had it. All right, you all see the module 1 theory folder? What you'll see is that you have some stuff that is not graded. You do not need to complete that. What you'll need to do for grade is graded work. So I'm going to go into the first one and show it how it gets started. Everybody went in and did their registration stuff or got that worked on. So I'm going to click on knowledge check. It comes in slightly different for me.
Ma'am, I'm halfway through module 2 on that first.
So you're good? You're good? Do you know how to do this?
Yeah, I would. When you say that the not graded ones, that's where you're learning. The other ones, the graded ones, are mostly tests just like that.
Right. I'm not saying don't do them. Oh. But I had students last semester that did that until they got 100, which took them all semester, and they didn't get any of the graded work done. But
I saw that too. It was like I stopped that after the first module. I started going back and trying to get 100s, but when I got to chapter 2, I just let it go to 70% and then did all my tests.
Right. That's what I'm really, really, really trying to say is just spend all your time there. Go to the ones, you're allowed to take these graded tests more than once. So I'd take the test once. If I did poorly on it, I'd go back through the learning not graded stuff. Come back and take the test again and figure out what I didn't know again, and then take it a third time. I believe you're given 3 times, or maybe unlimited, I'm not sure. All right, when you're done, whatever these are, you'll click on finish attempt. within a, okay, I'll say return to obtain, submit all and finish. You're going to get a grade. That is the highest grade you've received, and it's going to tell you incorrect. And I think it gives you the correct answers on that. So there really is no excuse not to get 100 on these. If you have any problems, just let me know. All right, does anybody have any questions on that?
So I was taking this last semester, but I got kicked out of the class for some reason. So I have a CIS account, but I need it to be reset.
Okay. Send me your user and your user information that I can get with them. It needs to be reset.
Okay.
Do you know whose class you were in last time?
I do not remember her name.
Okay. I think I've never had to deal with that before, so let me figure it out. I think what has to be done is the other teacher needs to release you from the class, and then you'll be able to be in this class. I will try to get hold of Cengage. Are you getting anything when you come into these assignments?
I mean, if I go into the assignments, I just get like what I've already completed.
Okay.
It shows me everything I've already completed.
Okay. So I'll try to figure it out.
I think you can just contact CIS and like tell them that I need my account restarted or reset, because I tried to do it and they were like, the instructor has to do it.
I'm gonna have to ask Miss Sobers, because she's the one that knows how to get who do we get at CIS, because we have to call a particular person. But we'll work on that. Please shoot me an email. I will forget what I'm doing in the middle of doing it. My memory has gotten to be crap. So please send me an email and I will get on it first thing in the morning.
Okay.
If you're all cool on this, what should happen is that then pulls up whether it's immediate or not. All you have to do is do the assignment in this CIS and it will populate in Blackboard. I don't know how long it'll take to do it, but it will. All right.
It's been instant for me, ma'am. As soon as I get it goes.
Awesome. That might be just because not all colleges have started yet. All right. So we're still here. You're still seeing my student attempts, right? What are you seeing?
Student attempts.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to the Blackboard site. There it is. Hopefully it'll let me pull up. Yeah. I can do this one thing. Everybody knows that you don't have to buy Microsoft Office. You can download it under this Microsoft Office 2019. It gives you directions on how to do it, how to log in, where it's at, and install. And you get it for free on up to 5 machines. So I don't want anybody else to email me saying they had to buy it. Please don't. All right, I'm going to click quickly on module 2. If you allow me to do this with you, I won't need to meet with you unless you're having problems. So let me just show you how module 2 works. Again, you have graded and non-graded assessments. You know what? I think it's just go in. You'll click on the assignment. You'll walk through the tasks. Now, again, mine comes in a little bit differently. Man, you have to go through that office validation. And this is a school machine. Okay. So that was because I didn't authenticate or validate or whatever you want to call it, my Office 2019 subscription. I think we're going to be pretty good. All right, so all of these, what you'll have to do is you're given a task. Insert the word spectacular between the Pacific. So you'll do, you know, what is asked for. And then click next. I'm not going to do all of these. Guess I could have, there's only 4. It'll come back up and tell you what's wrong. And you should be given 3 chances. Okay, it says I didn't do that instruction. And it says the thesaurus was not used. And that's it. Let me come back in and complete it again. Time task. The only other thing.
You can just click reset.
Yeah, it will reset. It doesn't take you to only those that you missed. It does reset. And one more thing, seriously, is as soon as I can get my screen to go there. You have to do 3 different assignments. One for Excel, excuse me, one for Word, one for Excel, and one for, let's do, Word. And what'll happen? Are you, okay. So on the assignments, are you seeing this on my screen?
Yes.
Okay, module 2. At the end of this, you have a final project. Just like the end of Excel, you'll have an Excel project. You'll have an end PowerPoint project. So what I'm looking for is that you've created a professional looking 1-page flyer. You've included a cover page. You have a page border. All of this will make sense after you've gone through the Word activities. But that you have a special shape, you have a smart art, you've got this. It's just a checklist for me for Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Is everybody good?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
So this whole, well, I don't want to say the whole course, but most of the like assignments and what it's going to be is doing these like projects and assessments.
Yes. And that is, I don't know the breakdown, but I would venture to say 55% of your grade. They're not bad. If you sit down and just 2 days a week and sit down and do, you know, like 2, I don't want to say modules, 2 pieces. What I mean is that I'd come here and I'd finish my Word 2 assessment graded and my Word 3 assessment graded on Tuesday, Thursday. Then it would have to be 2 each day. In order, we're doing 1 module a week. So, and typically there's 4 little breakdowns. So you would have, if you did it each day, then that would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, off for the weekend except for reading the material. How's that sound?
Learning this stuff is probably going to be your most time-consuming thing. The quizzes go fairly quickly, but it's like sitting and listening to everything that you have to learn first is going to take the most time.
And you don't have to sit and listen. You can go straight to apply. But if you don't know how to do it, then you would sit down and do show me or something like that. Do I have any other questions? No, everybody's good?
I'm good.
All right. So I won't necessarily need to have another Zoom meeting with you. I could sneak in your email my PowerPoint. So I can do that because I'm not supposed to give PowerPoints out, but to me, it makes it easier. So if nobody has a problem with that, and if you do have a problem, please speak up and I won't do it. All right. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. Please, please, please know that I'm not at the office. So please contact me through an email. For the most part, I get back to you very quickly, especially because I'm sitting at home and I really don't want to clean. So let me know if you have any questions, if something's not working right, or just anything. I appreciate and thank each and every one of you for coming.
Yes, ma'am. Goodbye.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. I have one last question.
Okay, hold on until everybody, or we might have a few that have a question.
Okay.
Okay, your question? Was that Jessica that had a question?
Yes. I actually prefer to go by Oakley, if that's okay.
Oakley?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna write myself a note. But I tell you, I live in a 2-story house. My exercise is going up and down the house trying to remember what I should be doing. And you prefer Oakley, like the glasses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jessica, look, there I go. Okay, Oakley, what's up?
If anything else comes up, like we need your help with anything, we can email you.
Absolutely. No problem. Have you had this course before?
I've had something like it. I was in I think I was in like a word certification thing at some point. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what these practices, and they're like certification stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can just let me know. Email me, give me a phone number, and I'll call you. We can Zoom it. So if something's wrong with your file, I can take a look at it. We can do all kinds of stuff.
Neat. Thank you.
Not a problem. All right, everybody good?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. I just came back 'cause I have a question.
Okay.
I'm kind of behind because like, I'm trying to get everything organized, like school and everything.
It's only the second day, not a big deal. Take a breath. But
It
go
shows
ahead.
like things like due like yesterday. Like can I still do those? Like
Make sure to do it by today. Make sure to do it by today and you'll get credit.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Miss Laura,
Yes,
where do I get the series code from?
you'll get it from your book.
Okay, because I had purchased it online.
Oh, well then they should email you something about it. There should be,
They just emailed me the